All righty, here we are. We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy. How's
Hi,
everybody
Elisa.
doing? How's everybody doing? How are you doing? How's Jazzy doing?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, I've had the most beautiful social weekend out at a beautiful retreat where my friends own, and oh gosh, I'm so blessed. So yeah, it's been and we had the most perfect night. It's raining again now, which is so unusual for this time of year. This is normally out no rain for 3 months. It's just rain, 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 rain. So which is really interesting. So yeah, but oh, and I don't know if you guys realize, but at the end of this year, so the end of 2025, the Australian government is bringing in where they restrict if you're under 16, you can't get onto social media. So we all sent in petitions, obviously, and tried to veto this one. And we because I know what they're going to do. They're going to want a digital ID to get onto like social media to show that you're over 18. So I'm just going, nope, that's not going to happen, not in my reality. And so that's the first thing. The second thing that's happened here, Elisa, is unbelievable. We had this amazing freedom speech summit that they'd organised. It was on the Gold Coast. It was meant to be at this huge star casino here. It's beautiful. And they'd booked this venue that was for 2,000 people, like to attend, and then they were doing a lot online. So they had speakers coming from the US, from everywhere. They had who else did they have that they vetoed? Yeah. So anyway, so what they did is a few hours before these speakers from the US were meant to come to Australia, they banned their visa. People that did come through, I know, right? Like people that did come through, get through, like from UK, wherever, they took their phones off them for 72 hours because they knew they were speakers at this freedom for speech. Yeah. So at the border, so they had their phones confiscated, so they had no way of like connecting or contacting. And then what they did was they actually bullied the Star Casino so much, and it wasn't just the government. Apparently, it was a ISRAEL component that did this, and they bullied them so much that they cancelled it 4 days before this event was meant to happen. So they had to try and find somewhere, but they could only find somewhere that held 300 people, so a lot of it was online. They had up to 90,000, 100,000 people watching online at some points because these speakers are like, everyone would know their names. They're monumental. And yeah, so this is what happens in Australia. So So who knows what will come from this? I know that they're going to actually take action from it, but that's
Yeah.
and then sometimes I'd be watching online and it would just go offline. So they were getting really hit. So welcome to Australia.
Wow. So I thought all the governments had been taken over. So
Well, I
maybe
don't know
that's
why,
not necessarily true.
but remember this was pressure from this. As I don't want to say the word, from that ISRAEL component. They're like a group and they pressure. So from an external country interfering. So yeah, I know. So is it just, I know it's like, well, why are they doing this? Is it to so that people then will take action, that people will stand up and go, well, this isn't right, this is like external, almost an attack. So
Yeah,
yeah, so look, and these people are such movers and shakers that they probably will take this to the next level.
I surely hope so.
I know. So there you go. So that's what's just happened this weekend as well, because I wanted to
Wow.
go. I was so excited, I had tickets and everything. Mm,
Wow. Oh,
mm.
so you got stuck too.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I managed to get some free tickets online because I knew one of the one of the speakers, and but even so, I was like, well, I'm not going to go now because there's only 300 spaces, and if you paid for a ticket, you obviously got your space first, and then they were letting us go online, but it was dodgy. But yeah, they had so many and really good Australian speakers that have been the stand up, like frontline people during the whole event from 5 years ago, and yeah, after. So amazing, amazing. So yeah,
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
I
I mean,
know.
I really thought we were farther ahead than this.
Well, this is that last area that they talk about in the number 17, isn't it? Saving that particular aspect for last. And so it's sort of starting to raise its head a lot more with things that they're doing. I've even been noticing that they're doing things now that is getting spoken out against. And in Australia, if you say anything against them, you're called an anti-Semitic. I know. So
Yeah.
it's
And
just,
so, yeah. So that's what I was thinking too. 77X Wild. Uh, so reading the cards on that to see if it is to wake people up.
yeah.
Um, it's just it's so
Or
much.
to show
Yeah.
still how much corruption is that the whole system is. So yeah, because I tell you, they picked the wrong group of people, or maybe it's the perfect group of people.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because they do say we have to all step up as well. We can't just sit back and let things happen. We've got to, make decisions about, are we going to actually be the new, governing bodies? Are we going to be the ones that are the people for the people? We do have to step up at some point. So, all right. So, what question should I ask them? 77 Wild. What would you
So
ask?
I well, see what she's saying is that is it to wake people up? Like,
Oh,
is it really truly the bad guys, or is it to show people like how outrageous the people that were there, normal people think are still there,
yeah,
um are doing this.
yeah. Yeah, interesting. Because I'm getting a lot of energy coming in as I'm actually tuning into this. This is bigger than what we think, is what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
yeah, I'm getting
Oh,
some too.
it's like through
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
saying asking if it's even true at all.
yeah, it is because I watched it and I saw it happen. Like I was on their emailing list. I was on there. Absolutely, I'm a first-hand witness to what's gone on, and I trust these people. Like I've some of them are Australians, and I've been going to marches with them, and I've followed them. I know them literally, so I've emailed some of them personally. So yeah, definitely, yeah, it is true. Yeah.
Okay.
So first card up, interestingly enough, is the Knight of Cups. So this is
Mm.
when we get a message on an emotional level, um, but it's not like a tower card or anything like that. So this is definitely something that's been brought through. And then we got the King of Swords. This is part of a plan. That King of Swords is a master planner. Then we've got the Four of Swords. So there's definitely a hidden aspect to this. Okay, this is not just random. I mean, I can't believe how much energy is coming through the top of my head. I'm just going to do a clarifying card. So there's something that's going on behind the scenes here, that I feel it's what's to come from it is what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, what's to come, because these people are not to be messed with. Yeah, so at the moment we've got our Eight of Swords, so there's still so much hidden from us. There's so much that we don't know about what's going on behind scenes. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like
this
all
is
swords. Almost all of them are swords.
correct. So it's a plan, and it's also our mind. And yeah, that one wants to. Is it you? Is it you? Let me just feel to see if that one wants to come up. Yeah, got the Hermit card. So this is taking it into a very internally into a deep level to really look at, well, what's going on here. Let's see what we can change. Let's see what we can put light on. So I just have a feeling that this is just going to expose something. It's the perfect opportunity to expose something because it was international. Look at that judgment. So there's definitely going to be something that comes from this whole scenario, and it was international. Like we had, and there's one guy. He's an Australian. He's been on the bandwagon for like 20 years. He's a really smart guy. He's now in his probably 70s. He had to leave Australia because they were going to put him in prison just for speaking the truth. And so he went and lived in Mexico, and he'd come back for it as well. So, and he managed to get through, which is like, and they didn't arrest him, but yeah, they went to his house after he'd left, flown the country, and ransacked it, and literally just yeah. So we're talking, we're talking. You know, this is it's a very much a police state, government run police state.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so there's
Crazy.
definitely something that we don't know about underneath this that is going to come out.
Okay. All right. So it is looking like it's just being done to wake people up then, right?
What I was feeling as well is they've allowed it to happen the way it's happened, yeah, to bring about some sort of change, but there needed to be that impetus and that interference for it. Like they have to catch them in the act, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's just what I was getting. So yeah. So
Okay.
if anyone
Yeah.
else knows anything more about it, let us know. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just know it was huge. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay. Well, something pretty big, I found pretty big. There's this one guy that I follow. He is an XRP expert, has been on the XRP scene forever, and because he's handsome and I like looking at him. Um, every so often I don't watch all his videos, but if I'm bored or I'm waiting, or I'm working out, whatever, sometimes I will watch his videos. And then it was the first video that it said like beware or something. And I was like, well, he would never say that about XRP. So let me see what this is about. Well, he shows with facts
Mhm.
that Ripple was started by the INSA, the Intelligence and National Security Alliance, which is a government um, agency of the
Mhm.
United States. Um, so, and he kind of proves, how, all this is connected since 2000. I don't remember the date. It was a long time ago. I think it was 2011. So Ripple existed before Bitcoin started.
Mhm.
Okay.
Interesting.
And they closed his account on X,
Really?
and he had, I don't know if he had millions, but it had to be close to millions of people because he was very well known.
Okay.
Very, but his YouTube is still there. So, which is surprising. And I have a feeling because he did not put that specifically on the title,
Yeah.
they haven't found it yet. But this video, I know, will be taken down if it doesn't take down his entire channel.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So I wanted to see, first of all, what did the cars have to say about the what he was trying to prove or did prove with the information?
Sure. So we want to see if that's like true,
Is it
if it
true that
originated.
it was started and it that let's start with started because it's possible that changed by now. So because of what's happened behind the scenes, it's possible that it's not anymore. But anyway,
Yeah, it started there, but exactly what you were just talking about, it's done a huge shift. So, it
okay.
was yeah. So I mean for that tower card does not come up very often, does
I
it, in
know
these?
it doesn't.
Yeah, so King of Cups to me, this is quite a big emotional aspect of it, but there's a lot hidden under the cloak. There's been a lot that's been hidden. So they don't want people. I guess in a way, it would sort of veto the movement. They if there's been the flip, which the Tower card's telling us there has been, they don't want people to get all worried and concerned about it.
Right.
So yeah, so because it's like they've got to keep balance because that Two of Wands has come up. So they've got to keep this balance. They've got to find balance through their actions. There's so much going on behind the scene to the Hanged Man. So this is just a matter of just letting go, just stepping back, just allowing things to surrendering to it. Yeah, honestly, the things that have gone
I
on.
didn't. It's funny because I saw it and there was not one ounce of worry in me.
No, no.
But it was like, oh my God, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But look
Um,
at Bitcoin. Look at where Bitcoin came from and what they say it was used for originally as well. But that's again, that's flipped. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
you
you're
know,
saying, so what you're saying is that his account got closed because they don't want people to worry that that's the case. So he was right on point then. He was correct then.
but he hasn't talked about the flipping of it.
Well,
So
yeah, because he doesn't know. Some of
he
those
doesn't know.
people don't know about the white hats and the war that's going behind the scenes, right? Only the people in our community know about this.
Correct. So he's seeing it like this. So that nine of wands. So he's seeing it as like, oh my gosh, this has been, such a hard journey, such a hard road. We're still not finished, and my goodness, where's it coming from? So to me, he doesn't know about it. So, but that's going to be the next step, that page of wands. So when it's time, I think, maybe it'll never come out because people won't care because it'll be like, wow, we've got this new amazing system and it's like all of this, is going on. So who knows if it'll come out or not? The world, something new and big will come through. So it's just going to almost just put all of that back into the background because people don't need to know the intricacies of how this has all worked. It's too much for a lot of people. I don't even want to know it. It's like just let's just be in this beautiful new world.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And yeah, no, it was just so interesting when he put it together. I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense after all these other things that I had seen through the years. It was like, okay, now this makes sense because long time ago when I had made the decision to get XRP was because Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz had said they were going to Antarctica to a meeting. And I knew that there was a meeting happening in Antarctica with the big players. So I knew that if Ripple was going there, that meant that Ripple was going to be something.
as you were saying that, we got up our beautiful nine of pentacles, very unique, very abundant. To me, that gold, it's almost like the divine energy when some it's got something about it to me because I just got the absolute message, you're to get this, and I'm going, what is it? And
No,
I just
I tell people all the time. I tell
yeah,
people all the time, I said, how is it that I was kind of driven somehow? Because my psychic abilities are knowing, but not knowing. It's weird. Knowing to do something. And then you
yeah,
come into my life and then you say, well, I got a dream, or was it a dream or was it a download? I don't remember that you got to go get
download.
it. Like, how does someone who doesn't know crypto, who doesn't know what XRP is,
Mm,
how would this information come to them? Like, to
mm,
me, that's just confirmation. So that's why I don't worry, really, Maree. I
no.
don't worry because both of us got those messages, and
And I didn't even know how to do crypto back then, but it was such a strong push. I had to learn, how do I do crypto? How do I get a hard drive to put it on? What do I do with this? What is this? And so, and I don't like having to go and do all that work. So for me to do it all, I knew it was a really big push. So, but
yeah,
everyone's different. Everyone has a different experience and gets a different push to do what's right for them. And so,
right,
and I mean,
yeah.
I mean, have we seen silver today?
Oh my
39.17.
God, yes, it's crazy,
It's crazy.
crazy.
Hmm.
Crazy. So now that you bring it up, that's a great question to ask now about
Hmm.
silver. Does that mean because supposedly when silver broke out, which I think it has, that meant that the financial system was going to flip because
Well,
the
the
banks
banks,
weren't
yeah.
going to be able to support that price.
Well, because apparently for every dollar that silver goes up, the banks have shorted to try and make money and do this and that and to suppress it, and they can't afford to anymore. So once it hits between 40 to 50, that's when it's just going to start winding up really quickly. So
Yeah.
yeah, so what do you want me to ask?
So are we there? Are we at that point where
The cost rate.
it's yeah, because it just today it went up $1, a whole dollar. It did that 2 days. It did it today and it did it like way back maybe a week ago, which is
Yeah,
unheard of for silver.
I know. And there can always be corrections as well. You know, whatever. But I have heard that if once it hits that point, it'll go up by $1 a day, $5 a day.
And
It'll
that's
just,
right.
yeah.
And I want to check it to see if that's the case as well. And of course, we're not advising anybody of
No,
financial, but what we're
this
doing
is
is we're researching to see
yeah,
for
yeah.
us, really.
So again, we've got our Knight of Cups come up, which is interesting. So it's a soft message. It's a soft bringing a message at the moment. It still hasn't done its huge,
Oh,
huge spike,
okay.
but there's something. High Priestess. There's definitely something going on here that's sort of divine, mysterious, in the wings. Um, that I believe when the High Priestess comes up, it's something that will be revealed, but it's still working its magic almost, is what I'm feeling. So let me just see if it's that card that wants to come up. Yes, it is. The Sun. So
Yay.
yay, and when the sun comes up, this is beautiful. You can see the child there. It's very a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of new beginnings. It's beautiful card to get, and that was really hot. I was actually running my hand over them, and that one was really hot. And so it is coming. It's still not quite there, if that makes sense, but it's getting there. That's why this one came through first. It's not going to be in a hurry, but it is definitely getting there. And there will be I think there'll be a beautiful outcome for people
Yeah.
from this. So, yeah, Four of Pentacles. To me, this is a foundation. We're looking at financial. This is a financial foundation that's been there for a long time, um, and then they can just be built on, basically. So, Four of
Yeah.
Pentacles is a very, very solid foundation.
Does it feel that this will happen? I know astrologically, it looked like August was going to be the time when this flip would happen. And we are inching to August,
Hmm.
you know. Um, but supposedly astrologically that it looked like August was going to be when it would explode and it would take off.
We'll just
Um,
ask if August is a high potential for it to really start moving a lot more quickly.
yeah.
Let's see if that's the case. Um, oh, so the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card where, if we're talking about silver, it's maintaining its identity, so it's still holding in that position. Then we've got the Eight of Wands. That's fast,
Quick change, quick
fast action. Yeah, quick change. So look, I don't like giving months, but I will say it'll hold for as long as it needs to, and then it will let loose. So, it's definitely in the cards, so to speak. We just got a big fat yes. So yeah, soon, very soon.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be the case. So that's wonderful to get some good news. And
Mm,
another thing that came out on crypto was that the CBDC was supposed to be not um, not allowed in the US. So CBDC is not allowed in the US, was supposed to be in the Clarity Bill. And so when the Clarity Bill got approved yesterday or today, that wasn't in there. So I want more clarity on the Clarity Bill.
interesting. So how do we what? So is there any other
So
bill it's been on?
um, question is why wasn't it approved in the Clarity Bill? Why was it taken out? Let's see what the cards have to say about that.
Okay.
Or,
So what else
well,
was on the clarity bill? Do you know?
mm-mm.
No. Okay. because that's just starting to it's like almost like it. I'm going to do cards first, and then I'll see. Oh, that one's
See.
hot. That one wants to come up. That one wants to come up. I was just going to say to you guys, I was just getting that there's more to this than you know. The Four of Swords just come up. So something is hidden. There's a plan where something is hidden. And I was getting that it's such a big deal that it almost needs to go through on its own, or it needs to go through in a package around the whole situation. Yeah, look at this, Two of Cups. So there's still a coming together basically of how putting this together. It's already been done, but it needs to come in a different package, because that Two of Cups is about joining, coming together, meeting. It's I feel that this will come through, but it will
Okay.
come through in a different way, in a different format. Yeah, look at that, the tower. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah, big changes. It's almost like it has to be on its own merit. Interesting,
Okay.
hey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it is that important. And that's why
yeah,
when it wasn't there, I was like, wait, what? That's
yeah,
critical.
yeah,
That's critical. Um,
absolutely.
um, one more question on financial. Um, there was talk about not taxing the capital gains of crypto if it was in the US, but that was taken out. Um, why? And is it because also will be put in a different like
Mhm.
place or
So
yeah.
was the clarity build just around the crypto field and all of that? It was okay.
Yeah, the clarity bill, my understanding is that it made it clear that crypto can be used as currency.
Okay. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Because you still have to pay tax on what you make on gold and silver, don't you?
No.
You don't there. We do.
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. So this one's come up again, the Hanged Man. So I think we just have to surrender to this. I feel something will come. It's almost like there'll be a separate package around all of this stuff. Because imagine if they did bring that out right now, people would go and maybe sell all their other assets and go into crypto thinking, I don't know if it's just in America, but oh, yeah, we've got a yes. So people would take action that they didn't, maybe isn't conducive to balancing things through. Um, so okay, so let me ask this question. So if you bought gold, say 10 years ago, and you sold it and it's gone up, by like 150%. So whatever you make on that gold, if it's over $10,000 in Australia, you pay tax on it. So you can get away without letting the government know. So if I went and sold 1 ounce of gold, I wouldn't have to give my name and address to the place where I was selling it. If I sell over 10,000, then the government wants to know about it and you can get taxed on it.
Yeah. So what I saw here, because I had to sell some of it, is that if you go over, and maybe it's a state
Okay.
law, not a federal. I don't know. I mean, if it's not considered legal tender, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
what I saw was that it was if it was over $500, you don't even have to um, declare it or something. I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was. I just
Good to
remember.
know. Yeah, because you guys have very different rulings to us on things like that. It's really interesting. Like our super funds, I can't believe how much more freedom you guys have with your super funds than we do.
Well, it's our money.
I know.
I mean, at the end of the
Oh,
day,
no,
it's our
our money's the government's money here. So
yeah, yeah,
that's why you got to get it out and into a self-managed super fund. But even then, they still have so much control over it. So yeah, it's really different. But Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. It's so interesting, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised people even use super funds. Like if I was told that my 401k that I would have no access to it for until I was 65, I would be like, then I'm not doing it.
Get the other thing here in Australia. It's compulsory. So if you're an employer, you have to give super money to your employees. It's absolutely compulsory.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They brought that in like when I was in my 20s. So
So
they
then
brought in
that was their way of getting money for free. They're
basically.
taking your basically the money for free to use
Well,
for whatever they want.
at first, there was only a couple of super funds that you could actually go into. Some of them were government, some of them were private. And then it's expanded and then the self-managed super funds came up, so people then started to do that as well, but you could only access it if you were broke and you needed money like for some sort of surgery that wasn't on their Medicare list and things like that, and it was quite hard to get it out and you had to pay tax on it, so that's crazy. Yeah. So but we've allowed it to get to this point. It's like the slow boiling of a frog.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
And politicians can retire virtually whenever they want and they get a full pension of their salary. If you work for council, it's the same. I
Madness.
know.
Just
I know.
madness.
So, yeah. Oh, Nick's on. Hey, Nick. So,
Hey, Nick.
Nick, we were just
Um,
talking about that summit, the free speech summit meeting thing that got completely vetoed on the weekend. It was funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
definitely watch the beginning of the video.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, can we get and I think 76 X was in Australia, but maybe not. Can you please get some kind of
Yeah.
timeline? Our capital gains tax will go away.
Because in Australia we pay capital gains tax on houses, which I think you do as well. So if you haven't lived in it, I think you've got to have lived in it within a 5-year period. If it's rented out and it was always an investment property, you pay capital gains tax. So if you make $100,000 on that house, you pay tax on that $100,000. Do you guys have that same system?
No, we pay capital gains on anything. It's 2 years. So
Okay.
So if it's you've held it for more than 2 years, then either you don't pay capital gains or you pay very little. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Wow. See, it's a whole different twist. So for us, it's like you just hand over all this money to the government from your
yeah.
investment. Yeah. So
Wow.
interesting, hey. So all right, so let's have a little look and see if we can get a timeline on this. So I'm going to take it for because in Australia, our capital gains tax, we talk about the house with capital gains.
Oh, okay. Capital gains for us is investments.
Okay, any investments. Oh, well, we've got a big yes that it will be going away. So that's really promising. And that was really hot, that card. So let's just see if we can get a Queen of Wands. It's really interesting because when she comes up, she's my integrity card. So this is when action's been taken that's been done with integrity. So I really feel this isn't going to happen until there's been a lot more that's changed. It'll come with the changes of everything else. 77 Wild. It's like again, it's going to happen because it has to, because that integrity has to match up to what our frequency now is. Again, look at this. We've got our Four of Pentacles. This is that foundation, the financial foundation. So I think once things have shifted, and it could be a while, it could take a while for all of this to flow through and for everything to be changed. Because it's a huge beast. Let's face it, the system's a beast and it's got its own energy. But the King of Swords, this is the plan, definitely, is to take out things like capital gains tax. All right. So that King of Swords to me is the master plan. And yeah, just We just got to hang in there. So it'll be a part of the unveiling, unraveling, but it could take time. I can't give you a timeline. It's just, as the cards were saying, it's part of a series of things that will happen
Well, it's also timelines change, so it's,
too.
if the collective vibration goes up, then that timeline would be faster, so.
Absolutely. So yeah, look, yeah. Are you looking at actually selling something? Is that why you're wondering
Yeah,
about
she
it?
was saying she meant silver and crypto.
Oh, silver and crypto. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, I think it's all part of the same, big mesh at the end of the day. So, and especially if, as Elisa says, if silver and gold become a currency, then they can't tax it. It's like trying to tax a dollar. It's like
Well,
you
yeah,
can't.
and silver and gold are currency in the state of Florida
And Texas.
and Texas and
Mm.
Tennessee and
Oh,
Tennessee as
really? Ooh.
yes.
So it's going to happen. It's just, yeah, like, I'm just not selling anything unless I had to. And yeah, like, I'm just not going to. So, at the
Yeah,
moment, that's where I'm
yeah,
at.
good. So, the next question I had was, did you guys see this video about the CEO of a tech company and this head of HR for his company get caught on live cam holding each other? Like he's got
Oh,
his
was that
arm
it?
around her.
I didn't even stop to look at it. I just saw this photo and everyone going, it's not his wife. And I went, who is that? I've got no idea who that is.
He's
And
just the CEO of some gigantic tech company. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just say something like as big as Google or like the
okay.
CEO, okay, of some big company. And he was there with the head of HR at this concert. And so they panned to them to see who's on the crowd, and they did it to them. And immediately she covers her face and he turns around so that people can't see who he is. Anyway, um, needless to say, there's a million memes going around of like just stuff that is absolutely hilarious. And but what killed me is the Simpsons had it on one of their episodes.
What?
So people have been, pulling out this episode and saying, like, what is it? Like, how are they either, do they have like the looking glass, Project Looking Glass, where they can see towards the future? Or are they psychic? Or are they creating that reality by showing it to us? So, like, I want the cards to tell us, like, how does this happen? How does it that the Simpsons can somehow, some way figure out and know how all this stuff? I just want to know the connection. I want to try to figure out the connection of it.
I know, it's such a good question, isn't it? Because like there's been so many incidences. And like you say, do we create the reality because they've put it out there? The other thing I was getting is if this person is such a high level CEO of a massive company, is he part of the club? And is this also a part of a thing that they have to do
outing
to be
outing
seen?
him out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, part of
So we
their,
can ask that
some of their
question too.
yeah. So I was getting that as well. I went, oh, maybe this is part of a ritual he had to do. Um, Interesting. All
Yeah.
right. So first of all, we're going to ask, how is it that these Simpson episodes have also married up with what's come to light in our
Yeah,
real life?
and Shannon is saying it was debunked about The Simpsons, but still, the question really is not necessarily about that specific time, but more about how are The Simpsons able
With so many
to,
of their
yeah,
series, because there's been
yeah,
quite a few.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So the first one card up is the world. So this is really interesting. So when we're talking about how do we create our world, how does this happen? It's our collective, isn't it? And like it's and this Simpsons was huge. It was all over. It was all over the world. And so I feel that that's a huge aspect of it is subconsciously. It's yeah, really interesting. And then the King of Wands, because we are master creators taking action in our own world. We create our own reality. Okay, so that master card, the King of Wands,
Wow, so
and then
we are really um can we really create that subconsciously where we're watching a show and all of a sudden we all created just from that one glance at it in a movie or
well,
oh
they would
my
have done it because this is a message that's coming to us about our reality. We create our reality. So this Knight of Pentacles, I like this card. I trust this card. It's bringing us a message. Guys, you create your reality. So you can imagine where they put things and how they worded things because it was done by the deep state. Let's face it. Um, we can create it. Absolutely. They've been studying mind stuff, as we know, for a very, very, very long time. And so all they'd have to do is put some things in there that would go into the subconscious that might be then what activates it. I don't know how their mind stuff works fully, but I'll just get some clarity on that. Interesting.
so let's see is it or is it staged to give more
Mm,
validity to the Simpsons?
interesting. I feel it's like a balance, it's like a game. The Two of Wands is about managing, actions to actually keep a balance. So I think they walked a fine line. Yeah, that's a good question as well. Um, yeah, let's have a look and just get some more clarity. Sun. Yeah, but I feel like it's shifted now. Like I'm not sure that we'll see too many more things coming through from the Simpsons because the sun cards come out because we're in a new frequency. So we all were in that system, weren't we? We were all in the system. We were all in that, you know, time frame as well. So yeah. So I
Okay.
don't feel it's going to happen anymore now that we're on a much, much more expanded vibration and frequency.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
mm, yeah, I don't think we realize how much our subconscious runs our life. And that's why it's so important to use our intuition and to really follow the messages we get. Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, has the animals leaving Yellowstone Park been debunked? Oh, no, not yet. Thank you for reminding me, Kathleen. I took it out of the title and forgot all about it. I forgot to write it down. Okay, so we had looked at this before. Like
Mhm.
there were showing things that the animals were leaving, and we figured out it wasn't anything. It was like nature or something. Um,
Mm.
and then somebody was saying how, oh, Creepy Dave on our Telegram chat was saying that, oh no, it was debunked that the animals were leave. They do that for, when it gets cold and hot, they move in and move out, kind of thing.
Mhm.
But for some reason, in this instance, it doesn't feel this way for me. Because they said first the mountain lions, then they show the bears, then they show the moose and the bison, then they show like they have videos of every single type of animal, and they're all like just leaving.
Where are they
So
leading to? Like, where would they go?
not on the mountain, not on, if it's a volcano, right? If it's a giant
Mhm.
volcano, they're gonna just go out as far as they can,
Mhm.
in the wild, I would think.
So they're
So
talking about from the top of a mountain. So they were all on the top of the mountain or all over the park.
all
See,
over
this is
the
I
park.
don't know. I don't know Yellowstone, whatever
Yeah.
it's called. I don't
All
know
of,
it at all.
yeah, I don't either. But
Oh,
what they
okay.
show is they show videos of like all these bears on the roads and bison, and that's interesting because each type of animal does it like on their own, like at their time frame.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah, so this one felt different.
Yeah.
And is this happening naturally? In other
Mm.
words, is this because it is possible that somebody could be playing some type of frequency that, they're like, oh, we got to get out of here, and then they're making it look like it's going to blow up and it doesn't. Or maybe they're trying for us to believe subconsciously that that it could blow up, maybe.
Yeah, interesting, interesting. Yeah, no, interesting because the card that came up first is our Four of Wands. So this to me is looking for it's for a beautiful, safe place for their community, for whoever, whatever they are. They obviously feel the need to move somewhere, but I don't feel it's I don't feel like it's a big deal because the Page of Pentacles has also come up, which is only taking a new, learning something new in the reality. So there's something going on that they're all just responding to, like you said, but it doesn't feel like a big bad thing at all. It's just something new. Yeah, interesting because when the Six of Pentacles comes up, it's like they're being offered something. So, and to keep the balance, there's
Mm.
something that's changed. Um, I mean, because like that volcano there, that's not active, is it?
Not that I'm aware, no,
No,
but
I don't feel like it doesn't feel like it's active. So that doesn't feel like the reason, why if that's happening. So I don't know. I think I mean we've got the Three of Pentacles. That's a contract card. This is when something's going on behind the scenes, but it just doesn't feel like it's a big deal. I know it might look really different or whatever, but I don't feel like there's any issues that are going to come from it. It's just something that's going on
I
that
mean,
is a little bit.
another option that I'm thinking about is also like fires, how they've been lighting up everything on fire. Maybe they have premonition or whatever. Um,
Yeah, because animals are pretty amazing like that. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to pull some clarifying cards for that. Hang on a second. Yeah, I was just getting again, it's not a big deal. So then the Ace of Wands came up. So it's just something that they're experiencing or have that they feel the need to do this move for some reason. So, and it's to find something better for them. So the Ten of Pentacles, which is my abundance card, and usually lots of people, or for their, in this case, lots of animals. So
yeah.
I don't, the world, something new. It's a new energy. There's something
Mm.
fascinating. Isn't it? 'Cause our animals are very sensitive to energy, as we know. So, and I wonder if it'll be like then they just come back in, to where they were at some point. But yeah, it
Mm.
doesn't feel like there's a lot of angst with it.
Okay. Very good. That's wonderful news.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful news.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Um, I that's really all I had. The um so Shanna was saying that it was a false Simpson episode. Can we look into that to see if that's really if it was or if it's somebody lying about that?
Yeah, because I mean, I watched some Simpsons, but it was a very long time ago. And the only
Yeah.
time I've seen it since then is when it pops up and people go, oh my gosh, look at this. It's the same scenario and this has happened. And I just found that intriguing. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're gonna check to see if that one was a fake one. Is that right? You wanted
Yeah.
me to check?
Well, yeah, we got to check the checker, right? We got to check the people that say, "Oh, it's not real," because then they could be the bad guys saying that. So who knows?
Who knows? Okay, let's just see. No, I feel that there's something going on there that was a bit tricky because of that hermit card. So something's being created, and with same thing with the high priestess. There's some mystery around this one. Yeah, is what I'm getting. So, and the Six of Cups, which is being offered something and you can choose to take it or not emotionally. So I do feel that this could have been a bit of
The
yeah,
fake
a bit of
one.
a furphy, a
Yep,
furphy.
a furphy. Okay, very good. Um, so does Jasper have anything to share with us today?
Oh, that's a good idea,
Let's try. Yeah.
Jesse. Okay, so we just maybe do it for just like the week or so ahead and just see if there's anything that Jasper can show us from his beautiful eagle eye view. Mhm. Why is he showing? He's showing me this beautiful blue flower. It's almost like that blue lotus flower. So I feel it's almost like there could be a spiritual kick in, sort of through this week. Like we could have a bit of a, being able to see things from a different perspective, a little bit of an aha moment. He's going, yes. So it's almost like something will shift within our perspective, within our spiritual perspective, that will then allow us to see things in our reality differently. Yeah, that's
Oh,
interesting. And I've got some Blue Lotus tea, and I haven't tried it, and yeah, I'll have to try it. It's just been sitting there because that's quite hard to get, and when I got it, I then forgot about it. So I must try that. Mm.
yeah. Now
So
that you say that, I used to have Blue Lotus tea as well, and I don't know what happened to that.
yes, yes. Yeah, it's really interesting, but definitely I think we're all going to have it. It's almost like there's going to be this kick. I love how Nick put that kick in. Yeah, because it's what he showed me, and it was like this, like a little bit of a jolt or an awakening within ourselves. It's like some cracks are coming through, so we can actually wake up, remember who
Yeah.
we truly are.
Wow. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. So it's all in there. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
absolutely. So,
mm,
let's see, 77 Wild. Obama will go this week. Oh,
interesting. Let's have a look.
yeah. Let's have a look.
So
And Rick says Jesus Christ is coming, so that's awesome. Can't wait to
yeah,
see him again.
yeah. So Rick, I think Jesus is already here. Yeshua, the Christ consciousness. I feel that we are bringing that through, because remember in the Bible it was said that you will do what I do and more. You too will I do what I do and more. And I know that beautiful energy, that fifth dimensional plus Christ consciousness is definitely here already. It was templated in by Yeshua. So okay, let's tune into. Can we get any information on our buddy Obama? Okay, cool. That one's hot. Ha ha! This card, I think it's the card of the day. The world's come up again. So this to me is when something new comes through. There's change that's happening on a really big level. So that's really interesting. So let's just see. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be like this massive big reveal. It's going to be step by step because this is our Page of Pentacles. And to me, this is when we're learning something new, but in small bites. So I don't know that it's going to go down. It's being exposed, definitely. Because I think Fox News actually had something on it. It flashed up somewhere that they, in the US, they'd said something about it. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of broken hearts because, like, I know my sister loved him and just was like, "Oh, he's so lovely." And I said, "Well, yeah, the media can paint a picture any way they want and wouldn't listen to anything else." So there's going to be a lot of broken hearts about this one for a lot of people that didn't know. Because in Australia here, they hammered Trump. Absolutely. People don't like him here because of the media. Unbelievable. Ace of Cups, it's all going to be perfect. So it is going to come through and everyone will understand and see. And through the broken heart, there will be this huge revolution for people on an emotional level. And they'll go, what? How could we have let ourselves be so fooled? It's going to be, it's almost like going to be the straw that breaks that camel's back because so many people got fooled by the media and the government. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I feel it's still going to be step by step.
yeah,
So, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So Kathleen wants to see if you can do a reading for the collective for all of us like that are here and
Sure, let's just do a general.
yeah, that watch
Yeah.
of it, the video as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. So we're just tuning into everyone's beautiful soul and higher self, and within this beautiful, beautiful family here we have here. And so if you're watching this afterwards, this is for you as well because it's anyone that taps into the frequency. All right. So let's just see if we can have some words of wisdom for our beautiful crew here. So Jasper, you're funny. Oh, Jasper, you're so funny. Okay. I'm, I'm already getting. Oh, I'm already getting messy. Oh my goodness! You're not going to believe these cards. Hang on a second. Oh man, beautiful. No, this is perfect. So the first card that came up was our Judgment card. So this is a major arcana. All right. So when this card comes up, to me, it's the end of something, it's the beginning of something new. But what I always tap into is how are we going to respond, even if it's something in our personal life that's happening that's like a judgment thing that comes through. Oh wow, yeah, didn't know that, or I've been waiting for that to happen and that person did this. How are we going to respond? Because the next card up, believe it or not, was the World. So because how we respond to things, I know, I told you, you can't make this stuff up. This is something new. It's a beautiful new beginning. It's for the collective. So, how we respond and how we react and how we choose to be in situations, can we hold ourselves in that beautiful center point? Can we keep our heart open rather than reacting in anger or frustration? Can we actually come from a centered place is what I'm feeling for us guys this week, because I feel there's going to be some big change. It's already been set up. We've got our Four of Pentacles again, which is our foundation. um, and then the Temperance card came up. Can we be patient? Can we be kind? All right, so that Temperance, there is change coming. Can we keep our emotional body stable through things? Because we're going to get what we want at the end of the day. That Nine of Cups is our desires, our wishes, our dreams emotionally. It's the process of how we get there that matters. It's the choices we make. It's our behavior. Okay, it doesn't mean you let people walk on you, or you don't say no, that's not right, and you get something done. It's how we do it and how we then talk to ourselves in our head around it. So that's
Yeah,
coming up for some reason.
yeah, absolutely. And Nick has one piece of the puzzle, right? Which is stay in unconditional love. But the other piece is stay in trust. You
Yes.
know, this has been a big lesson for me.
Do you want
Is
to come up so that you're equal? Yeah.
and At the end of the day, it all comes to trust and trusting that you are safe and that you are going to be taken care of and that everything always works out. And if you trust this in your heart 110%, you will be taken care of. You will be taken care of. You have to trust. And it's a message that whenever I falter, it always comes back and the messages always come, trust. Trust. You're going to be okay. You just trust. And that's just what keeps coming, to me. So, treat everybody with love what's happening, love the good, love the bad, because at the end it's all here for us to grow, and we have to love it, period.
Yep. Yeah. And that's it. Just don't let your head take over. Don't let your
Fear,
head
don't let your head, your
always.
fear, all of that, you know
Beautiful. So true. So yeah, we get to go play.
exactly, exactly. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. We love you so much. Stay high vibrating. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Jazzy.
Yeah.
And
See you,
we'll
everyone.
see you in Marie's show on Sunday. Bye
Yeah.
bye.